Hello and welcome to the ASEC News Studio. I'm Chris Kanarakis and I'm here with Lisa Manion from, I'm going to mangle this, Biomerieux. And we're here to talk about something that I know a lot of people are interested in. Biomerieux they're on ECC 6, they implemented Enhancement Pack 6 in only 6 months. That's quite a mouthful. And I hear you came from a standing room only session where you told your story a little bit earlier today, huh?
On Tuesday.
On Tuesday, okay. So tell us a little bit about Biomerieux and the project, a little bit of the background.
Okay. Biomerieux is a French-based medical device company, approximately $2 billion in revenue, 8,000 employees. We're in the in vitro diagnostics business.
Okay.
We were about partway through a global implementation we operate in 41 countries and 29 of them are live now.
Okay.
But we had not planned to initially upgrade until we'd basically completed that global rollout, but we found about partway through that there was some additional functionality in the enhancement packs we didn't have on that we really needed to fully complete the the value proposition for FSCM and especially localizations for the countries we hadn't deployed yet, especially China. And we had a policy of really sticking vanilla in SAP, and we found out that if we implemented the enhancement packs partway through, we could really benefit from the localizations for the countries that we hadn't deployed yet.
Was it tough to get top management to buy into pausing the project to do this, or?
I think it turned out to be a little bit easier than we had anticipated because we also found it was probably going to, I'm not sure about an accelerator, but it would have not only enabled us to stay standard vanilla for those localizations, but it probably simplified those subsequent rollouts. So once that became clear, we did get the support that we needed.
So it only took 6 months. I mean, that's really impressive, and it's obvious by how many people wanted to, hear the story earlier on Tuesday, and now, of course, we're getting it once again. How did you manage to complete this so quickly?
Well, we did have a lot of people, over 50 people, working really hard, for sure.
Right.
I think there were sort of two tricks to it. We, of course, being in an accelerated global rollout, were told we could do the upgrade if it didn't take too long, and basically they were only willing to give us a 6-month pause.
Okay.
So we really backed into that and did a lot of research to figure out how we could actually implement that quickly. We weren't sure we could at first. And probably the real secret that I think that was the accelerator for us is we used a very powerful simulation tool.
Okay.
We used Panaya. I understand there are others out there now. It really helped us quickly identify what would break, what we needed to fix, and also where there were risks for testing, and really helped us define our scope and do our risk analysis in a very efficient and intelligent way. And that really was a big accelerator for us.
Okay, great. So what are the next steps for you guys with your rollout?
Well, we have rolled out a number of countries since then, and really quickly after the project, they started turning on the new enhancement pack functionalities. Our scope for the actual upgrade project was just the technical upgrade, but as soon as we were at a certain point, almost live, they started in development turning on those functions that were needed for those other subsequent projects.
All right, great. Well, it sounds like this was a smashing success. Do you have any kind of general advice for your peers in ASEC about solid project management and how to bring it to the finish line like you guys did so quickly?
I think a really top 3 things were to really plan very thoroughly. We did a really super thorough job of planning and scoping the project so that once we hit the green light for execution, we could be very organized. We did encounter some issues, of course, but we planned extremely well. Okay. And also for the freeze, it's very important. That was a difficult concept for everyone to understand, having previously been on their own ERPs. Not everyone had upgraded. To make sure you take that very seriously, because we did have some issues in rework when that was not understood initially. So make sure you take the freeze seriously would be the second one. And the third one is to really have a clear test plan. If you use a simulation tool, you can use that intelligence, but make sure you're very clear about what you're testing, how you're testing, who's doing the testing, and with those three things together, I think those were our top three.
All solid advice. I really want to thank you for coming in and sharing your story. It was excellent to hear, and we look forward to speaking with you again in the studio. Maybe next year, Sapphire?
Okay.
All right. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thanks, Chris.
And thank you for watching. Please head over to asugnews.com for a lot more customer stories.